rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1.
Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Here's 2nd and 2. London brought in motion. Here's a first carry for their running back. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Off the play fake, here's Nix. In trouble, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And I don't know, I think he is short. They are, they're going to mark him short, and that's going to bring up 4th down. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Got it into the hands of Mims. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He gets that complete to his tight end man.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. A tight end in motion now. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the Buccaneers 2-yard line.
Now this is going to... Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Bucs have it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
The Buccaneers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Motion man is Hyatt. Now, faking the give. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air one more time. To the left side, in the hands of Hill.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He pulls it in around the 5.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7 0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Play action now. It's Nix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback. As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
A gain of 15. Well done. Facing 3rd and 14, they pick it up. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw is Nix. And this will be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
A big loss on the play.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's their punter now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. One of the tight ends motions right. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he's going to get that 1st down. Tackle made up at the 13.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st
Ball
down.
start, offense.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Here's a run. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing. Nix. Open man, right side. He's got him. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing is Nix. They'll look to set up the screen here. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. A throw on the run is complete.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense. Automatic 1st down.
Now another try at 1st and goal, albeit from a little further back. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Trying to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Now Nix going to look to throw. To the left side in the hands of London. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. A dive, and he's in! Touchdown, Denver. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Palmer. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Nix now on 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, caught by London. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Now, a second down throw for Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now, a 3rd and 2. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out
first half.
to
We'll
Mike
see
Tirico.
if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This one taken in by Hyatt. He gets free. And he will go all the way. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Tampa. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Bucs will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Finding his tight end, Mayer. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Nix to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A first down throw for Nix. Taking off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a run going left. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And it's going to be 4th down. So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Broncos cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They send the tight end in motion. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Back to the air one more time. This one complete right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Motion man is Hyatt. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out wide. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Tight end going in motion here. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The extra point is good. And the Buccaneers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He gets that complete to his tight end man. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Checking it down, this one is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down. What will... 2nd and a yard. In motion is Hill. Now, faking the give. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll be taken down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 15. First down.
They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's 4th down. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Back to the air once more on second down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They get 16 on that connection. First down, Broncos.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And the Broncos are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. From a little closer, here's second and goal. Up the middle they go. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. And they appear to be ticketed for a 3-0 preseason finish. Sometimes that's meaningful, sometimes not, but we'll see what they can do here. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Back to the air again on second and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
This a must stop for this defense, facing third and long. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in.
Offense.
And the question now, will the play stand? Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. Here comes the blitz as he looks. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Now a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. On the ground they go. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll run on second down. And the Buccaneers are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. He's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They'll run, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block, but in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, that's London. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4.
They'll look to throw yet again. Fires left sideline. That is complete. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. So, a win here for the visiting Bucs. Finish off the preseason unbeaten.